What up, natties? We are about to go to the barbershop, as you can see based off the title of the video. The main reason for cutting my hair is just recently when I went back to San Diego, Mel actually was trying to see if my hair was long enough to braid now. And it is. However, when we start braiding the side of the blue, because you need like the gel and the hairspray and stuff to keep the baby hairs down or whatever, the gel and the hairspray is stripping the blue like a lot. Her hands were super blue and all that shit. So by the time like you're even at a point where like you're braiding, you have discoloration on the front of where the blue is at on my hair, which is just, that shit ain't gonna work. And then even if you're like, okay, I'll just re-blue it after the braid is over, well, you gotta put the product in and then you have to rinse it out. So that's just gonna fuck the braid up. Now I'm at a crossroads with like, damn, like, do I wanna keep the blue or do I wanna keep the length but have to go to black? I'm gonna have to sacrifice. I like the color, so I'll keep the color. It's been real trying to actually grow this out to get the braids, but coming to the understanding that braids is not gonna be possible without stripping the blue from my hair. And when it comes down to it, I'll take the blue over the braids. Why? Because I already had the braids and I love the blue, and y'all love the blue and acknowledge the blue. So we're gonna stay with the blue, but let's chop this shit off. And voila. You mean, grown man. Mullet's gone, man. Burst fade into the whoop in the back. I haven't even seen the back. I can't even see the back. You know what I mean? Little lineup, nice and clean, you know what I'm saying? Much that. Little struggle beard, look. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. And look, now I could, if I want to, I can do the spikes again, but I just leave it like this for right now. But yeah, man, I'm a clean guy, man. No more mullet, but yeah, let's go to the crib, let's eat again, keep hydrating, and then hit the gym and make some shit shake. Let's go. So it's Wednesday now. We're like 3 days into the new haircut. We're at DMV Iron Falls Church. DMV Iron Falls Church. We're about to get busy, get huge. I'll show you exactly what I'm taking. Y'all already know my favorite combo. Now, yes, we have plenty of pre-workouts. We just also launched Mega, which is the new high stem that we have. But my favorite combo is gonna be Ape Shit Cuts paired with Ape Shit Pumps. And then during the session, I'm always smacking on the EAAs. So 1.5 cuts, 1 pumps. Pumps got a big ass scoop. And again, pumps is the non-stem. Cuts is the mild stem, 150 per 1 scoop. This is how you get the, yo bro, are you natural? Like, questions and shit. 6 reps, full range of motion, then 6 from the top, 6 from the bottom, and then 6 full range again. So around 24 reps. To start out, we're just trying to get some blood up in the chest, but we're gonna help a ton of you who have trouble engaging chest overall, upper, mid, lower, it doesn't matter. So with my hands, right, when I grab the handles, I'm gonna be palms essentially down, right? I'm not gonna fly and have palms facing here and closing. I'm trying to get this little piece of meat, right? Where that front delt and that pec ties in. So with the handles, instead of this, right, where I'm closing palms, I'm gonna turn palms down and get the handles, right? You see the circles of the handles? You can get those to meet at the top. So through the camera, it almost looks like it's a shoulder press, but I'm not overhead, right? Coming to my hairline, coming to my eyesight, conversion and squeezing here. And what helps that is when I slide my ass or slide my butt to the edge of the seat. So instead of here, I'm palms down. Now I have pull across. Go.
This would be shoulder pressing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm flying and converging. Six from the top. Six from the bottom. Six full. It's a very small piece. It's that piece that a lot of guys like struggle with engaging. But if you can find that line to move on to get this portion of the pecs to fire, trying to tell you, your chest will develop to the next level, to the next degree. Natty. So from this angle, right, from the front view, pay attention to where my hands are, right? At the top of the rep, my hands will always be here, right, in front of me, in front of my face, in front of my eyes, in front of my hairline, in front of my eyebrows, whatever is a good cue for you. But my hands will always be here, and I will let hands pull apart, right? I'll let hands pull apart, controlling, fly and converge. Fly and converge. It's not hands above my head. Hands above my head. That's not what we're doing. We're not overhead pressing. We're flying, right? Flying towards an endpoint where the handles will touch. Watch it. So now I have wide hands, pulling chest. Go. Now, wow, that burns, and that feels amazing. The emphasis of scooting the butt forward and letting the top shelf of the back rest into the pad enables this, right? This will give me more of an advantage because if I'm here, when I fatigue, what's going to naturally happen is I'm going to want to do this bullshit for the sake of the weight moving, and that's not ever what I want to do, right? I don't have to worry about collapsing and caving over if I'm already linked back here. So even if I want to come forward, I'm gonna still stay on that upper portion of my chest. The cables and upper chest. This is not what I want to do, right? I want to stay away from this. I want to stay away from the idea that lower to higher is now upper. It has nothing to do with that. Having the cable this damn low and coming here, all that does is increase how much weight is being loaded on my bicep because I'm more focused on how much can I pull. How much can I pull? You'll see me, and if you disagree or you want to do your own thing, by all fucking means, do what you want. I like to have these handles rest right under my elbows. Forward in my butt, all weight rest. See how those elbows get wide? All the weight is in my palm. Converge squeeze. That is a much easier line to move on than yanking and pulling this up from the bottom. No upper chest until about right there. If these cables are all the way down here, standing or seated, I'm not on upper chest till about right there, right where that upper arm or this forearm is now essentially above front delt. And then even with that, if I'm not converging, I'm damn sure not gonna be on upper chest. All right, let's move on. Standard, every gym has this one, right? From Planet Fitness to your private commercial gym. The one tip that I would have is to keep extended arms throughout the range of motion. As I fly into me, I'm gonna get those elbows down. So it's across and down, across and down, across and down. I don't want elbows to stay here, right? So all together it's like so. Just like when I press, all the weight is through my palm. So I'm flying through my palms. Wide and down. Elbows open, elbows closed. Elbows open, elbows closed. But you see, I'm not, for the sake of the weight moving, if I gotta do that for this weight to move, lower it, right? But if I can maintain a tall torso with all weight distributed through the palms, close, turn elbows down. Close, elbows down. It's a video that I made like 2 years ago. Getting the seat a little bit lower, and just like on those cables, we get the butt forward, top shelf rest here. So with top shelf resting here, we're nice and low now on the handles. We're not too high, right? I'm nice and low, scoop, scoop, scoop. So throughout the sequence of movement, I'm scooping pecs, turning elbows down and squeezing here. Boom, boom. So those are, between those two movements, those are some general cues, general tips that I keep in mind. On a high to low fly, that's probably the easiest one to do. A high to low fly is like a push-up almost, but having the cables higher and then coming down lower into almost like that most muscular shot, or that idea. Handles, let all the weight rest through those palms, come down and squeeze. Go through the cables, lift the chest. We'll show you if cables free up. Incline Smith. Same thing like with those cables. I'm gonna let those elbows get wide and hands find depth. And as I press, it's not just straight up, right? Physically try to get the hands to meet. It's not as difficult as it sounds, right? This is too wide. I'm gonna be just inside of these rings on the Smith. Shoulders pinched. Unrack. Depth. So I have pull across upper. Pull across upper chest here. Go. With your pressing, dumbbell, machine, Smith, barbell, it's not about how fast you can move it, it's about how well you can move it. So coming down to a point where you can feel what you're training, like the intention behind the movement, is far more important than the amount of weight that you're moving. If you move a heavy ass load, but it's not on the muscle that you want, and you got everything else assisting, yeah, of course you're not gonna see improvement. You're strong as hell, which is good if that's your motive, but that's not our motive here, unless we're ego lifting. this specific machine by Atlantis. Shout out to Atlantis because y'all make a lot of fire shit. But this specific incline chest press, right? Now you'll notice the 2 handles. I like to grip the ones higher because I sit higher on the seat. So if I grip the lower ones, that shit's like right here. And I'm short. So I grip the ones that are higher because for upper chest for me, this is more beneficial. Now what you'll notice about this machine and every other incline machine, the universal hammer strength one over there, is that the handles converge at the top. So when you're doing free weight, like these machines set you up for better success, easier success. So keep this in mind when you're doing shit like dumbbell pressing, flat dumbbell pressing, incline dumbbell pressing, even decline dumbbell pressing. The idea is that I'm bringing the weight to a meeting point, or to a point where my chest is fully contracted. So we'll go for 10. And then look at this, like they have the foot thing to rack and unrack the stack. So instead of pushing 135 out of the bottom, I go here. So I kick through my foot and I press at the same time. Just like that. Everything's a whole lot easier to understand as long as the first thing that you should understand is not amount of weight. The first thing you should have to understand, especially if you're a newbie. If you're a newbie in the gym, you have the advantage. Because there are guys who come in here every single day that have trained with bad habits, shitty form, and they do not care to fix it. They're just years of nonsense. So you being a beginner, you have the advantage on the outside of the gym to study, watch people who are really good at this shit, figure out how to move, and then come in here every single day and just learn how to move. Learn how to move. Don't prioritize. And this is for those of you who specifically want to develop a physique that when people look at you, they're like, damn, that's crazy. That's what I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the people who just want to be strong. That's not what we're getting at. Those of you who are new, fresh, couple weeks, couple months, you have the upper hand because you don't have years or months or sessions on sessions where you train like shit. Yeah, obviously you'll develop, but to a point, right? If I know how to move in a manner that is efficient to my physique developing from the jump, yeah. Because I'm guaranteeing you, there's so many guys and girls who wish they could go back and unlearn all the bullshit that they've done for years to come in here and be like, knowing what I know now, I'm good. This specific pec fly machine, a lot of gyms are starting to get this one. Handle and palm have the relationship. In order for chest to engage, you're fine. I should feel chest prior to moving. And that's with the weight being distributed through my palm. So if I just come here and put slight pressure to a point where, okay, not here, here. So more upper on the handle for me. So it's all weight through palm. Again, extended arms. I'm not gonna bend elbow and limit, right, my pec engagement. Wow. When you see it through the shirt, you know you're doing something right. A little something right. You know what I mean? But if you're training chest, and you're just walking around with thick ass triceps and no blood flow to the chest, we have to establish what the issue is. Nice. Yep. Good. As always, the pump, the workout, everything. The pump, the workout, this video, all sponsored by my two sponsors, Primeval Labs, the One Up Lifestyle code, DjSalMoney at checkout will help you save a couple dollars and also help me get rich. This is what I want y'all to understand. The sooner we get rich, and it's a we thing because you watch and you subscribe and you comment and all of that stuff, the more me you get and the more me that I can give and the more gym shit, you know what I'm saying, we could do. But I really appreciate, you know, everybody that has shown love. If you're watching but you're not subscribed, that's kind of ass backwards, isn't it? It's like, yeah, let me put on my pants and then my drawers. No. No, 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 no. That's not what we're doing. Like, comment, subscribe, watch. You know what I mean? Because if you subscribe, then the shit, you know what I mean, it pops up on your YouTube. You're like, oh snap, he dropped again? Yep, he sure did. Now I'm gonna like it, now I'm gonna comment, and I'm already subscribed. All right? I gotta go take a picture for a thumbnail.